There once was a man who finally moved into his dream home. Bright, spacious, everything he wanted. But every single morning, out of habit, he got into his car, he drove back to his old house. Yep, he sat in the empty steps, surrounded by the dust and the silence, pretending nothing had changed. One day a neighbor asked him, "Why do you keep coming back here?" He just looked around and said, "I don't know. It's just what I've always done." Now, this story may sound strange until you realize we all do the same thing. We say we want to change. We say we want to feel better, be healthier, live differently. But then we wake up and out of habit, we start living the same day we've lived for years. We return to the old house. We pour the coffee and skip the breakfast. We promise ourselves we'll move our bodies but stay glued to our screens. We stress eat, we self-criticize, and keep replaying the same patterns. We live in a new reality, but our habits are still tied to the old address. And then we wonder why change feels impossible. Here is the truth. You cannot build a new life with using the blueprint of your past. Okay? The habits you carry with you today are shaping the life you're creating for tomorrow. Now, if those habits belong to the version of you that felt stuck, exhausted, and discouraged, that's the life you will keep building, even if you say you want something different. So why do we keep going back? Because the old habits are familiar. They're comfortable. They may not serve us anymore, but they feel safe. Your brain is wired to do what has always been done, even if what it's always done is keeping you stuck. And even deeper than that is identity. So if you see yourself as someone who never follows through, someone who always struggles, someone who doesn't prioritize themselves, your habits will reflect that belief. And that's why real change starts by shifting who you believe you are. You're not trying to be healthier. You are someone who nourishes your body. You're not hoping to be consistent. You are someone who shows up every day. You can't act like your future self while clinging to the identity of your past. So how do you stop visiting the old house? Well, number one, you name the habits that kept you stuck, the ones that pulled you back into the life you no longer want to live. Then name the habits that belong to the version of you you're becoming. If your future self walks daily, start walking, even if it's just for 5 minutes. If your future self eats nourishing food, choose one meal today to eat intentionally. Small steps, aligned actions. And when your brain tries to pull you back into the old way, remind yourself, I don't live there anymore. You know you're moving into your new life when these new habits no longer feel like they take effort. They feel like home. And if you're ready to take this even further, if you're tired of starting over and want real sustainable way to change your habits, your metabolism, and your health, I'd love to invite you to my free webinar, How to Lose Weight Effortlessly Without Dieting, Willpower, or Counting Calories. Inside, I'll show you 3 secrets. Why trying harder never works and what to do instead. Why you are not broken. You just haven't used this method yet. And the hidden force controlling your habits and how to flip it in your favor. Now, this is your invitation to stop rebuilding the past and start designing the future you actually want. Click the link and join me inside the webinar because you are one healing habit away from exhaustion to energy, from inconsistency to momentum, from the old house to home.